Hi, it's me, KJ, the filmmaker slash artist, and this here's an update. So right about now, you kind of see that I officially moved here. If you watched one of our last videotape or something like that, well, I did announce that. In the second last videotape, I did announce that the bad news that I'm moving or something like that, and then the final tape of Family Fun version 2.0, I end up explaining that I just moved into this new house or something like that. So this here is a cooling funny update for some reason. And things are kind of getting, I don't know how to explain or something like that. But that cooling funny depends because things are kind of overwhelmed right about now. And I kind of felt about burnout right about now for some reason only because I'm moving things slowly right about now. So right about now, you guys are obviously wondering about things. Like, where's Leah Graceful and where's Hero Rebellion? Well, that's obviously on the way right about now, so I had to get back to work anyway. So pretty much Leah Graceful and the Unicorn is definitely still on the way, so I'm probably like a few chapters away for all matter, even though Leah Graceful and the Unicorn is made into chapters as well as this episode or something like that. So we're just going to see how it goes or something like that. Hopefully I don't get burnt out or something like that. And here in Mabelia, yeah, that's clearly very on the way because I'm still working on it. So still like in animation production right about now because for some stars I got done with the voiceover already or something like that. But for the production part, it's still like an animation production or something like that. And then there's also another film called What's Inside the House. And it's obviously in music production right about now. But I haven't even got back to it since it's probably been there. And I feel like that the other short film I made, What's Inside the House, has fallen victim to long art for all it matters. So anyhow, I might have to get back to work. Maybe I can hire a composer who specializes or use my eldest brother to make the music for it. And we'll see how that goes or something like that. And eventually I probably might release that film. Even though for some, you probably might be wondering where Hero Rebellion is at. It is still in animation production right about now. So pretty much I'm obviously indeed working on a new playlist for KJH Documentary. It's called KJH version 2.5. So this is cool, like, going to be in the works right about now. So KJH version 2.5 is going to be made since I discontinued KJH Filming Fun version 2.0. Well, because I just moved with this one. So pretty much right about now, I just moved into this new house, so it'll be okay. But right about now, I'm kind of like at the verge of having two houses, so I might come back. But I'm not going to post this on KJH version 2.5, so I might have to post it on the shorts, which I might get back to it anyhow. So pretty much, I'm just going to start a new playlist called version 2.5, which is clearly about the new house that we just moved in or something like that. And we still might go on vacations or something like that. But that doesn't mean I'm just going to show everybody else I went back to the old house or something like that. But I might create a show that I went back to the old house or something. If anything, that clearly depends. And also, I might have to get back, meaning that I probably get back working with KJH For Little Kids. If anything, with the Julie and Friends series or something like that. And pretty much at the art studio. Yeah, I might get back to it whenever I had to work on an artwork or something like that. But I might have to work with these physical artwork whenever I get back to it. So I'll find the time to do it, though. But about the artwork, it's going to be all colored pencils, and once we get a full-on move in, whenever we finally sell that house or something like that, then I guess pretty much all the artwork would be obviously okay for some reason. Only that clearly depends because some of the art supplies are obviously at the other house, but not just the art supplies, but some of the sound equipment, and of course the desktop is obviously at the other house or something like that, even though I had to use my laptop to create sound or maybe even render or something like that. But I find fastest way to render for Hero Rebellion instead of the slowest way to render. Meaning I had to render it all in hardware render as well as software render, which is faster than hardware render. And also I had to create like a reflexive map if anything might seem reflexive for all matter. So I guess I had to use what I had to use in order to make things a lot faster and quicker instead of just being a lot slower or something like that. Even though I'm kind of like slow right about now, I feel like I'm not in the mood, and I kind of felt kind of burnt out for some reason at all because I feel like going down or something like that. I don't know how to explain. I'm not good at explaining things. So pretty much also I might get back to making shorts or something like that. So I'll probably explain what is going on in the shorts. I probably might create a short that I walk to a relative house or something like that. I probably explain it later on. So I'll probably explain what I was going on in the shorts. So pretty much about these shorts, I might visit a local attraction or something that they're short, or maybe I can talk about film or talk about how the movies are obviously made. And I could still keep on making this process of anything. And I'm just going to head to this video right about now. So I'm going to say thanks for watching. Make sure you give this video a like if you like it. Thumbs up for more. And make sure you give the artist/filmmaker high five. And I'm going to say thanks for watching. And I'll see you again in the next video. So whether it's KJH Filming Fun version 2.5. And also note that I have Art.Studios library to sell a bunch of artworks online, based on what kind of art we're obviously selling. I forgot to mention that. So pretty much that is going to be continuing on. It's going to be filmed live for some reason instead of be film edit or something like that. So I'm going to say thanks for watching. So anyhow, thanks for watching. Subscribe for more if you're new here. So anyhow, thanks for watching.